my name is Ciera. Today, my group and I are going to present our findings on the retail strategies of American Eagle Outfitters. American Eagle Outfitters has been around for over 40 years and is now one of the most famous all-American lifestyle clothing brands in the country. And they're also the parent company of a very popular brand called Aerie. On their website, they describe themselves as a leading global specialty retailer offering high-quality, on-trend clothing, accessories, and personal care products at affordable prices under its American Eagle and Aerie brands. We are an inclusive, optimistic, and empowering company that celebrates the individuality of our customers and associates. Our purpose is to show the world that there's real power in the optimism of youth. Every company must conduct a SWOT analysis as a part of their retail strategy. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I am going to speak on the internal aspects of the SWOT analysis, which are the strengths and weaknesses. Our textbook describes the internal environment of the SWOT analysis as assets, knowledge, and skills that the company may have. American Eagle has over 1,000 stores in the United States, Canada, Mexico, China, Hong Kong, and they ship to 81 countries worldwide through their online websites. There are also 200 international locations in 25 countries. Last year in 2018, American Eagle made $4 billion in revenue. Their sales increased by 5% from 2017 and 2% in 2016, which shows progressive and continuous growth. Aerie is a women's lifestyle brand founded in 2006 under American Eagle. It's lingerie, loungewear, accessories, and things like that. Their revenue in 2018 totaled $646 million, and their sales increased by 29% from 2017. American Eagle is a company that does well, but they do have a few weaknesses. They have a very small target market for a brand with American in their name. Their clothing is high quality and fashionable, but very basic fashionable, nothing edgy or trendy. Also, which I think is the most important, their social media presence is very weak. They have 3.4 million followers on Instagram, which sounds like a lot, but their closest competitor, Abercrombie, has 4.4 million followers, H&M has 34 million followers, and Forever 21 has 16.3 million followers. So they're very behind in the social media world. With every weakness comes opportunities for growth. American Eagle should work on expanding their target market. Americans are old, young, black, white, all shapes and sizes. They should consider including something for everyone there and making that known by the photos on their website and on their social media. Speaking of social media, they also need to increase their presence on there. They can do this by hiring celebrity influencers or offering contests and promotions in exchange for likes, follows, and reposts. These type of things really get a lot of traffic to their Instagram, which in turn brings traffic to their website and hopefully would bring sales.
Logical growth opportunities for American Eagle would include increasing its e-commerce sales with different techniques such as customers purchasing online, having their items shipped to their home, trying on the items on at home, shipping back clothing they didn't want, and only paying for what they keep.
Environmental threats. As a fast fashion retailer, the biggest threats that American Eagle faces are environmental issues from climate change. According to Business Insider, the fashion industry is the second biggest consumer of the world's water supply and is responsible for 10% of the world's carbon emissions, more than maritime shipping and international combined. The reason why they're the second biggest consumer of the world's water supply is because most clothing is made from cotton, which is an extremely water-reliant crop, and it actually uses a lot of water just to grow. They're also the world's second biggest polluter after the oil companies. So that's another important thing to remember about the fashion industry. Additionally, the fashion industry are responsible for the 500,000 tons of microfibers that are released into the ocean from washing clothes every year. Many of these are polyester and other synthetic fabrics which will never break down in the ocean. Business Insider reports it takes about 700 gallons of water to produce one cotton shirt. That's enough water for one person to drink at least 8 cups a day for 3.5 years. So it's very important to understand that they are using clean drinking water to make these clothes. They're not using dirty water. They're not allowed. They're using clean drinking water. And so this is a natural resource that is just being used at an exponential rate, especially because clothing production and the clothing market in general has exploded within the past 10 years. Clothing production and clothing sales have doubled. So it takes about 2,000 gallons to produce 2,000 gallons of water to produce a pair of jeans. So by the same math of my last slide, that would be 8 glasses a day, every day for 10 years. This is not sustainable, and as natural resources like water, cotton, so on and so forth, are pushed to scarcity, there will be more likely to be restrictions placed upon the fashion industry about using this water. So in order to survive climate change, American Eagle will have to figure out ways to sustainably source their clothing, as well as take the synthetic materials out of their clothing. As sustainable fashion continues to become a trend, A&E will be forced to assimilate to the market or risk market failure. Personally, I think their best bet would be to develop a sort of natural and organic fabric alternative that's made from a cotton plant alternative that's drought friendly. I don't really know what that is, but maybe cattails would be maybe a guess of mine. But that's all for my part. Thank you.
Two kinds of threats that may adversely affect American Eagle performance. The first one is tariff. China and United States trade war is an ongoing economic conflict between the world's two largest national economics. In 2018, President Donald Trump began setting tariffs on China and forcing it to make changes. The current tariff in textile is 10%. If the tariff is implemented, it will be additional 15%, therefore 25% for total. This will affect on American companies that import materials from China, which is majority of companies in America because they count on its cheap cost of labor. American Eagle is one of those companies that 30% of their products are made in China. According to American Eagle CFO Robert Madore, he said, "We've got very strong relationships with our manufacturers. We are actively collaborating with our sourcing partners and believe we can significantly mitigate any potential impact from additional tariffs." China is one of the main factory locations that American Eagle makes their products. It is crucial to decide how the company acts towards those tariffs. Madore also added, "We believe that in the next 12 months to 18 months, we will be able to drive that down to 20% or slightly below 20%. If the tariffs goes up, of course the company's cost will increase, and it leads increase in price that consumers will pay for the products. It is possible that happened to American Eagle too. They may have to change their price range. In that case, they have to be careful about how their competitors like Gap, Old Navy, and Abercrombie and Fitch would take an action." The second threat is there's no regular supply of innovative products in American Eagle. American Eagle products tend to be sweaters, t-shirts, and jeans, something relaxed, casual for everyday wear, which is the reason why their target market is 15 to 25 years old, those ages go to school every day. However, the current fashion trends are more towards athletic and streetwear. People mix sporty looks or hip-hop style into their outfits. American Eagle has its firm brand concept, which is casual and cozy clothes, but it doesn't really match with the trends. That is why they don't have innovative products that trigger a boom. For example, this Sherpa jacket became so popular in 2018. The trend was created by the brand called Ciera, which is ladies' fashion retailer. After the boom, a lot of fashion retailers like Forever 21, Urban Outfitters, including American Eagle, started to make similar products and sell it in cheaper prices. From an innovation standpoint, it is just a response to the trends that is created by others. American Eagle seems they are playing it safe. Right now, American Eagle is doing well because of its jeans and lingerie line, but it may be difficult for its business in medium to long-term future without innovative products and keeping up with the current trends.
Eagle's identity. American Eagle's direct competitors are Uniqlo, The Buckle, Forever 21, H&M, Gap, Abercrombie and Fitch, and Index. Target audience is a young audience, ages 18 to 34 years old. The retail mix is casual clothing, but low variety. Examples: sweatshirts, t-shirts, flannels, and jeans. Pricing is medium, not cheap like H&M, but not expensive like Michael Kors. Locations are upper middle class malls.
Return on assets are important to retail companies because they rely on inventory to generate sales. Return on assets is essentially a profitability measurement that gauges how well a company is using its assets to generate revenue. The higher the ROA ratio, the better, because it means that the company is earning more money on less investment. As it can be seen, American Eagle Outfitters' ROA ratio far exceeds that of its competitors. Inventory turnover ratio shows how many times a company's inventory is sold and replaced over a period. Higher inventory is favorable. Low inventory turnover indicates a company is holding too much inventory or not achieving sufficient sales. Here, you can see American Eagle Outfitters taking the lead with a higher ratio and inventory turnover than its competitors. Net profit margin is the net income as a portion of total sales revenue, meaning the portion of revenue that was converted into profits. Here on this screen, you can see American Eagle Outfitters taking the lead against its competitors within this ratio. However, H&M is not too far behind. American Eagle Outfitters' return on assets has had ratios spanning anywhere from 4.9 to 15. Its lowest years were 2014 and 15, which were at ratios of 5 or below. However, since 2016, they have been consistently higher. American Eagle Outfitters inventory turnover between 2010 and 2019 have ranged from a ratio of 5.3 to 7.6. Its highest 3 years were 2014 through 2016, which were all above a 7 ratio. And as of 2019, it's at a 6 ratio. Between the years of 2010 and 2019, American Eagle Outfitters has had a net profit ratio range from 2.4 to 6.7. In 2014 and 15, it had its lowest years. However, in the last 4 years, they have had higher rates, and as of 2019, they are at a ratio of 6.5.